First thing we do when we come to do a mouse job is we walk around the exterior of the home and we look for main entry points. So things like where the brick meets the soffit, utilities and such, and we'll go over that right now. Okay? If you just follow me over to this side of the house, I'll walk you through a few things that we like to look for. So you can see up here, if I point this way, up on the soffit, we've began sealing this off so mice can't squeeze in that gap. You got to remember that mice can get anywhere that is bigger than a dime, so it's pretty much they can squeeze in all these gaps around the house, so we seal all those off accordingly. If you continue over this way, these are some main utilities running from the house. So the problem with things like this is you get gaps along the back where mice can squeeze through, where people just haven't sealed it off properly. Those are always highway tracks to mice to get inside the home. If you look up, you can see more gaps along where the soffit and brick is up here. More areas that they can squeeze through. A common issue for mice, and the nice thing about doing mice work is that it does address about 90% of the bat work. These are very common spots for bats to land on the wall and crawl into the home as well. So it's always nice to get that addressed. Next thing we'll go through is deck area. So as you can see on the bottom where the first course of brick is, you have your weeping vents. These are all areas where mice can squeeze through. So what we do is we custom cut steel screen to fit these areas on the home. Another thing that you'll see on a lot of homes is they'll install plastic weeping vent covers. And the issue with these is that mice will just chew through them. They also kind of crack and corrode over time. So if you walk over here, we'll go to the deck. So you have this area here. So the issue with the deck being here is you always have mice and rats and things like that that like to crawl underneath the deck. So if you look over here, you'll see that the first course of brick where the weeping vents meet is actually underneath the deck. So what we had to do in this case was we moved all of this, we lifted up all these deck boards and got underneath there so we could custom cut the steel screen into the weeping vents at the bottom here. You'll see more areas up top here, a lot of areas like this where they're underneath kind of a porch or things like that. You'll get a lot of bat problems in these areas as well, just because it's kind of like a cave to them. We'll continue around the back of the house. So when we come along the back, it's more of the same kind of scenario. You have a lot bigger gaps if you actually get back in here. And if you look up there, you see that huge gap there that they can get in, so mice can squeeze in those spots. Not only that, but bats. These are just common areas of home that when the builders do finish it, they don't seal off. So we like to address those areas when we're doing mouse work. So that just gives you a brief notice of everything that we do when we're completing a mouse job, and good things to watch out for bats and things like that in the future to seal those up. So we'll talk to you later and have a good day.